Hi, I'm Jeanette. This video is for you guys who do some waxing and tend to kind of be bent over the table, maybe a little rounded in the shoulders. I know that there tends to be a lot of shoulder issues with physical therapy from waxing and those positions that you put yourselves in. So first, I'm going to show you a couple of quick little movements you can make or take between clients. You can do a different one each time. And then afterwards, I'll show you a few tips for positioning for your own body, your own shoulder and posture safety. So the first one I wanted to show you was shoulder rolls. So typically you think like this double crunching up thing. I want you to think single. So one at a time, up, back, and around. But do it in a way that you're holding strong here and here. Maybe make your feet a little bit wider. And let there be movement in your rib cage too. So nothing below your belly button moves, but you can get that shoulder and rib cage involved, rolling backwards one at a time, and it can feel really nice. You might get a few crackles and pops. Okay, number two, thoracic twist. So again, we're gonna widen that base of support. Elbows come out to the side, you can make fists, and your arms are like parallel to the ground. You're still holding really tight here so that the movement is on the top half and you're twisting side to side. Really pull back through the elbow, get a little crack here and there, and keep the elbows around shoulder height, maybe a tiny bit lower if you have shoulder problems. Okay, so that one feels really nice too. All right. Number three, circling the arms. So you can do this standing, you could do this lying on your side, whatever is going to work for you, a hand on the table, and just taking one arm back, like a backstroke swimming, okay? So again, you can have that wider base. You've got control here so that the belly and hips aren't twisting. It's all upper. And then, of course, the opposite arm. Always want to do both. Keep it even, feeling good. All right, and then the last thing is related a little bit more to posture than it is shoulders. So thinking about always engaging the core. So even when you're kind of leaning over a client or a table, hug the belly button back a little bit, have some tone in those muscles ready. Glutes too, think about really grounding down through the tailbone and pulling back through the belly together to help stabilize you. That wider base of support again will help there. And think about that length of the spine. So with the tailbone pulling down, think about the crown of the head lifting up. So if I'm hinging over a table, bend at the knees, bend at the hips, and pull this together. Nice and straight in the spine as you're doing your work here, right? Also for the shoulders, think about the way you position your hands. So I know sometimes you'll tend to put your hand this way if their head is up here and their feet are down there. You'll tend to put your hand this way and pull the skin and then pull with the wax strip with the other hand. See if you can think about the shoulder in that position. So you're rolling it forward, possibly impinging in the front of the shoulder. Think about turning it this way and reaching the fingers forward. That shoulder pulls back into a better position as you pull with the other hand. So that's a thought to consider. And then the last one, just for posture, if you have a wall, you can use a wall. I don't really have a flat wall here to show you, so I'll just use my hands and pretend. So if my hands were a wall, I'm going to put my sacrum, so the bone that's just above the tailbone, but below the low back, my scapula, the shoulder blades, and the skull against the wall. So I'm pulling down here, I'm pulling back here, and my head is going to tend, just from habitual patterns, to be forward, especially when you're looking to do wax, right? So pulling that head back, those shoulder blades back, but not so much that the ribs are popping forward, hugging that all in front and just trying to find a nice alignment. And if you just stand against a wall for a minute, 30 seconds, 10 seconds, and just finding that posture, that engagement here, it can kind of give the body a little breather from the postural habits that you've created with your job. Hopefully that helps you guys out, and I'll see you soon.